in their tool belt. And I'll kind of just explain a little bit what inner resource is before we get going. And I want to read to you. This is from the author and the person who created iRest Yoga Nidra. So your inner resource provides you with an internalized, unchanging, felt sense of security, peace, ease, equanimity, and well-being that you can return to at a moment's notice. So it's personal for everybody. You know, this is going to be something that you cultivate. You can start with maybe thinking of an image or a place that feels nurturing and safe, and it could be a real place or something that is imagined. But just remember that your inner resource is not an image. And how he explains it, he says, your actual inner resource is a somatic felt sense that is independent of all imagery, best represented by unchanging qualities of being in awareness. And it's really that thing that if you think back when you were a kid and just growing and getting older, that thing that's always been there, that essential you that doesn't change with age or experience, and it's always there. But you don't always know that it's there until someone points it out. So we're pointing it out today. We're going to help you nourish it, sort of like watering your plant or watering a tree. So you can grow and get to know this inner resource. And then when you really need it, it's going to be there for you. So right now we're there to really cultivate and grow that inner resource. All right, so get comfortable. You can be in your seat. You can be on your yoga mat. You can close your eyes. We're going to start with our breathing. So just if you want to close your eyes, that's comfortable, or you can just look down at your lap, maybe closing your eyes partially, and just start to breathe consciously in and out through your nose. Noticing the air flowing in through the nostrils, how it might be a little cooler on the inhale, maybe warmer on the exhale. Feeling the breath in the throat. Feeling your body move as your abdomen expands on the inhale and contracts on the exhale. So our body breathes unconsciously without our help all day, every day. By breathing consciously, mindfully, we can start to calm the nervous system. And maybe you want to start taking deeper breaths. You put your hands on your belly, and as you inhale, letting the belly come out and expand and moves your hands out. And as you exhale through the nose, the belly contracts back in and your hands come back in. So keep working on that deep belly breathing. And we'll do a few cleansing breaths together. So take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Doing that again, deep inhale. Exhale, sigh. Now if you want to do a horse breath, that's an inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, you flutter the lips. Right, like a horse does. Inhale, exhale, flutter the lips. And that for me feels really relaxing. So I'm gonna do that one more time. You can choose inhale, exhale, sigh, or flutter the lips. Now just seal the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. And start to contemplate your inner resource. So maybe it feels warm and comforting, cool and light. Maybe there's an image associated, maybe a wise man or woman, or a place or an animal that embodies that inner resource. Some people have explained it to be nourishing, calming, ever-present, unchanging being. Just letting go of your thinking mind for a moment and just try to experience it. Coming back to the deep belly breathing. You can gently open your eyes. And keep with that deep belly breathing as much as you can all throughout class. And if you notice that your mind wanders away and you're thinking or struggling, just bring your awareness back to your breath, back to this deep belly breathing. And if you notice that you're struggling and your breath is struggling, that's a signal that your body's giving you to maybe take a different variation, or you can do what I like to call not asana. So asana is a yoga word that means pose or position, and not means I'm not going to do it. So you don't have to do anything. And to me, I think that that is the most advanced yoga person, yogini, yogi, knowing that you're the guide, you're the teacher. I'm just here to kind of show you the way. All right, so let's warm up the neck, start to warm up the spine, roll the shoulders back a few times. And bring them to stillness. Inhale, lengthen to the top of your head. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest, stretching gently the back of the neck. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder, rolling up. Exhale, chin to chest. And then roll to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep going at the pace of your own breath. Inhaling, come up, bringing your ear to the shoulder, exhaling, chin down. And notice I didn't say bring ear to shoulder or shoulder to ear, I'm sorry. I want to make sure those shoulders are down and back. And if you notice there's a place that needs a little extra stretch, feel free to stay in one position for a moment or two, getting an extra stretch. And next exhale, chin to chest, and inhale, we're coming back up, lengthening. Now we're just going to gently turn from side to side. So inhale, lengthen, just turning the head. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Inhale, center, exhale. Just keep going back and forth. So not only are we stretching, we're connecting movement to breath, yoking mind and body, helping to become more present, more mindful. All right, next time you come back to center, that'll complete. Now we're going to move on to the mat. If you're not there already, I'm going to move there myself. And we're going to start warming up the spine. This time, today we're going to start on our seat instead of all fours. So coming to a comfortable seat. I like to sit on a blanket. It's just a little bit more comfortable to have your hips a little bit higher if you have tight hips. So again, sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back a few times. We're going to start moving the spine back and forth. Bringing your hands to your knees. Inhale, bring in the chest forward, chin up. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, belly button to spine, really squeezing. Inhale, coming forward, chest forward, shoulders back, chin up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Keep moving. Again, at the pace of your own breath. Really articulating each vertebra of your spine, noticing if there are any places that seem more stiff, seeing if you can add more movement. Or if there are some places that are a little more achy, see if you can adjust. So oftentimes, after a long day, maybe you have a sore neck, shoulders, or maybe even your lower back. Oftentimes, it's helpful if the middle part of the back gets more of a stretch. That way you're not relying on the lower back or cervical spine. All right, on your next inhale, coming back up to a nice tall spine. Now we're going to do the side body. I like to have my hands on my shoulders, but you can even inhale your arms up overhead. I'm going to stay here. So inhale, lengthen, sitting up tall. Exhale, tipping over to the right. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, tipping to the other side. Bringing that top shoulder back. So you can really start to feel it here in the side body. And try different positions of your arms. Maybe you feel it more when you stretch your arms. Maybe you have a shoulder injury and you want to keep your arms down. Hands at the shoulders. Also, if you have high blood pressure and you're worried about it, it's best you can keep your hands here. Now, your next time you're at the right, do bring your right hand down on the mat. Reach the left arm up and just stay here for a few breaths. Breathing into the spaces between your ribs, letting the side ribs expand as you inhale. And exhale, release, maybe a little bit more. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, tipping to the other side, and we'll stay here for 3 or 4 more breaths. Pulling the top shoulder back. And breathe. Inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, bring the palms together. Hands coming into the center of the chest. Roll the shoulders back. So now we'll do gentle turning to open up and the sides of the body again. But this way we're sort of wringing out the spine. So inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, just turn over to the right. We're going to go back and forth a few times. So inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, other side. Remember, we're just starting, so you don't need to worry about going very deep into this turn. Maybe you just had dinner or something to eat. You don't want to squish. That's quite all right. And the next time you come back to the right side, stay on the right side a few breaths. You can look over that right shoulder, maybe feeling a stretch in your neck. Pull the shoulders down. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, other side. Again, we'll stay here for about 3 breaths. Inhaling as you lengthen. Exhaling, maybe turning a little bit more. Inhale, coming back to center. Now, we're going to come onto hands and knees, so you can move if you were using a towel or a blanket, move that. Coming onto hands and knees, and we'll do a little cat-cow here, just again to reset the spine. So your wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, chest up, chin up, tailbone up, arching the spine, and exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Just do that a few times as you need. And on your next exhale, bring your hips to your heels, child's pose. Maybe widen your knees. your forehead towards the floor. If it doesn't quite reach, you can stack your fists underneath your head and rest your head on your fists. Just take a few breaths here. Maybe taking a moment to weave in that inner resource, that feeling of unchanging being and well-being. On your next inhale, press yourself up. We're going to come to a standing forward fold. So curl your toes under, start to walk your hands back, lift your knees up, keeping your knees bent, coming into a forward fold. Now come to where you can see me a little bit better. Look down at your feet. Your feet are hips width distance apart. Chin is towards your chest, so the back of your neck can release. And now hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe sway from side to side. Keeping that, again, that nice deep bend in your knees, allowing your abdomen to relax on the thighs. Stimulating the vagal nerve, which is helping you to rest and digest. Maybe shake your head yes and no to allow your neck to release. Exhale, release the hands. On the next inhale, bend the knees a lot, pressing into the feet, slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time, slower than you want to come up. Head and neck come up last. And when you come to the top, roll your shoulders back a few times. All right, so we made it to standing. Now, wherever you are, just come to where you can see me. We are going to start to do wider stances, but if you come off your mat, it's not a problem at all. You won't slip. So if you are on a hardwood floor, maybe take off your socks. So look down at your feet, hips width distance apart. Really root in through your feet. So lift your toes so you can press into the balls of your feet and your heels. Now let your toes come down. So you're not gripping, you're pressing into the feet, engaging the thighs, the abdomen, roll the shoulders back. Now interlace your fingers. Allow your pointer fingers to come up and come together. Inhale, reach them overhead. I wanted to show you that because you can't see my arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, tipping over to the right, crescent pose. Maybe your hips come out to the left a little bit more. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, other side. So I'll start with our moon salutations. Inhale, coming back up. To warm up the spine and the body. Exhale, stepping to the right, bending the knees, bending the elbows, horse pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star, straighten the legs and the arms. Exhale, tipping over to the right, right hand on the thigh, left arm up. And stay here for a few moments. I just want to really explain this pose a little bit more. Roll the shoulders down and back. Engage the abdomen. You can look down or you can look up, whatever's best for you. And you're engaging the abdomen to hold your body up. Like if you saw me out from the side, I'll show you. Stay where you are. But you can come up if you want to see. My body is in one plane. I'm not full forward. I'm not back. One plane tipping over. All right, inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands and feet come together. Take a breath here. So you can have your feet together or hips width distance apart. So we're going to do that again on the other side, and then we'll go a little bit more quickly, just linking movement to breath. So getting grounded and rooted. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, tip over to the left. Crescent moon. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, step to the left, bend the knees and elbows, horse pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star, straighten the legs and the arms. Exhale, tipping over to the left, half triangle, just like we did on the other side. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands and feet come together. Take an extra breath here. On your next inhale, again, reach the arms up overhead. One more time on each side. Exhale, tipping to the right. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, step right, bending the knees and elbows. Horse. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, tip right, half triangle. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands and feet together. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, tip left, crescent moon. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bend the knees and elbows, stepping to the left, horse. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, tipping to the left, half triangle. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands and feet come together. Down at your fingertips, just take a few breaths here. So you've just lengthened and strengthened your entire body, both sides. So now that your muscles are warm, it'll be much easier to unwind. So let's do that now. Release the hands, widen the stance, and just sway your arms from side to side. Releasing any tension in the shoulders, in the hands, in the waist. Coming back to stillness, coming into a tree pose. And I chose tree pose tonight because of the way that trees are so rooted into the earth. That to me is a really great example of inner resource. So tree pose is a balancing pose, if you didn't already know. So I like to bring my hands together at my chest. That helps to start the balancing process. And now find something to look at, a focal point, something about 6 feet in front of you that's not moving. That'll help still the mind, still the gaze, keeping that balance. And now bring all of your weight over to the right foot. And then that left foot, let me do it that way. I'll do it your way. I'm mirroring you. So bring all of your weight over to the right foot. Left foot comes up to the ankle. Left knee is open slightly. So from here, pressing into the foot, engaging the thigh, engaging the abdomen. You can even bring your foot up a little bit higher if you want more of a balanced challenge. Engaging the abdomen, that's the trunk of the tree. And then if you're ready, when you're ready, you can inhale your arms up overhead. You can have your arms wide. Maybe that's like an oak tree. Maybe you have your arms tall and long like a redwood tree. And just notice here how when you're balancing on your foot, it's not staying static. It's always dynamically making little adjustments, little movements to keep you steady. And life is exactly like that. Balance is not being static. Balance is being able to flow and move with the ever-changing life circumstances. All right, take another 1 or 2 breaths here. All right, exhale, bring the hands back down, release the foot, do a few ankle circles. So that's very strengthening for the feet. Let's do the other side. So first, finding that focal point, bringing the weight over to the left foot, really pressing into that left foot, rooting down like the roots of a tree. Now the right foot can come up. Wherever it was on the other side, whether it be at your ankle or up at the calf muscle, engaging that thigh, engaging the abdomen. And then when you're ready, you can grow your branches. Maybe a cactus tree, just to honor my shoulder healing. And just notice too, if you are falling out of the pose, that's human, that's life. When you keep getting back in the pose, that's when the yoga begins. It's that practice over and over again. And that's life. So take a few more breaths. Wow, it must be windy where I am because I'm not staying up straight. All right, exhale, bring the hands together. Release the feet, shake them out. All right, just release the hands. We're gonna come onto the floor. Let's do so slowly. So come towards the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them down the midline of the body as you start to bend the knees. Coming first into a forward fold, bending the knees a lot. Letting the hands come down to the mat. And then when your hands can reach, bring your knees down and come onto your seat. And let your legs be out in front of you. Pull the shoulders back. Maybe even press your hands behind you to let your really engage the abdomen, sitting up nice and tall. And you can release. We're going to do a gentle forward fold. First, inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, coming, folding forward. Allowing your hands just to rest on the floor wherever it feels most natural. And if you have any sort of lower back sensations that are uncomfortable, you can always adjust by maybe coming out of the pose slightly, maybe bending your knees. I am flexing my toes towards my nose just for a little bit more of a stretch behind my thighs. And wherever you are, just release the back of your neck. Bring your chin towards your chest. See if you can allow the abdomen to rest even a little bit on the upper thigh. And come back to the breath. Maybe if you lost that deep belly breathing, bring that back now. Your next inhale, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And come to bringing your feet together, knees apart. And I'll come so you can see. So butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. And if it's really uncomfortable in your inner thigh, I'm going to give you a little tip on how to make that a little more comfortable. There's two things you can do. You can bring pillows underneath your knees, and that just allows you to relax a little. It gives you a little support so that your hip flexors can release. Your hip flexors are actually an ancient way, or that ancient reptilian brain helps us to, for fight and flight, because we always hold our knees to our chest when we're in fight flight. So if you're gripping, that's your body telling you you're not relaxed. So if you can use these pillows, that's really nice. If you don't have pillows, another way you can start to release these inner thigh muscles is following what I'm going to do next, which is on the next inhale, bring the knees up towards the center slowly. Exhale, letting them come down slowly. So almost like if you see a butterfly on a leaf, he's drying off his wings. It's that slow movement up and down. And then on your next exhale, just allowing them to come down naturally. Wherever you are, your next exhale, roll over, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. Take a few breaths here. And noticing if you're gripping in any area without judgment. Maybe on the inhale, just bringing awareness to that sensation. Maybe it's in your face, between your eyebrows, shoulders, hips. Your next inhale, slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time, using your hands to bring your knees together. We're going to roll onto our backs. So bringing your hands behind your thighs, and just exhale as you slowly roll onto your back, bringing your knees to your chest, maybe hugging them in with your hands and just rocking from side to side. Giving yourself a little massage. You can even rock up and down your spine. On your next exhale, keeping your right knee in, straighten your left leg out and on the floor. So you're hugging your right knee in towards your armpit, moving it away from the chest towards the armpit, massages the ascending colon. You can even adjust, maybe rocking a little from side to side. Now bringing that rocking to stillness, we're going to move to a knee down twist. So the right arm comes out like a T from your shoulder, or half T. And then your left hand guides the right knee across the body to the other side. And you can look up at the ceiling or over your right shoulder. And take a moment here, just noticing where you are in space. Your right foot, let it rest on something. It could be resting on your leg, it could be resting on the floor. If it doesn't seem like it's ever going to reach, maybe let go of that right leg completely and let gravity do the work. Just taking a few breaths here, wringing out the spine and the abdomen. And your next exhale, using your abdomen to draw that knee back in, bringing both knees into the chest, squeezing out all of the air. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, but lengthen both legs long, full body stretch. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Bring the arms down, bringing that left knee in now, squeezing that left knee in, hugging it in towards the left shoulder. And again, now you're massaging the descending colon, so helping to relax the entire digestive system. Take a few breaths here. And now still any rocking in the leg. Bring your left arm out like a half T from your side. If you don't have enough room, you can bend your elbow like a goalpost. Using the right hand to guide the left knee across the body towards the other side. So this is called a knee down twist, but your knee does not need to come down. So it's really a shoulder down twist. So let's see if you can press both shoulders into the mat. And the turning is coming from the abdomen. You can look over the left shoulder and take maybe 3 or 4 breaths here. Your next exhale, use the abdomen to draw the knee back in, bringing both knees in, squeezing out all of the air. Inhale, full body stretch, arms overhead, big breath in. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Bring the hands down by your sides. Now we're going to come into our final relaxation process. So getting as comfortable as you can. You can stay here lying down on your mat. You can bend your knees. Sometimes that's more comfortable, bending your knees, feet on the mat, letting your knees come together to touch. You can bring some pillows, maybe for behind your knees if you want to do that. There's so many different ways you can get comfortable in this position. Whatever you need to do, find a blanket, whatever it is you need to do to get comfortable, go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to come up to my chair so that I can guide you through the mindful meditation portion of class. Maybe you want, even I mentioned before class, an eye pillow or a t-shirt or something to cover your eyes, or maybe you want to turn down the lights where you are. couple moments here. And when you're ready, if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. Now, if you could be 5 or 10% more comfortable, make any adjustments to bring peace and ease, well-being throughout your entire body and mind. The process of Yoga Nidra starts now. During iRest, Yoga Nidra, welcome every experience as a messenger. Messenger that's inviting you to explore particular sensations, emotions, and thoughts, or even just the recognition of being spacious awareness. Welcoming and responding to each messenger that arrives in your guest house of awareness with curiosity and openness. Now, bringing attention to your senses, allowing each perception to come to you. Sounds around and within your body, the touch of air on your skin, sensations where your body touches the surfaces that are providing support, sensations within your body. Sensing the vibrant aliveness or vital life force of the body, just as it is. Now bring attention to your inner resource, resting back into and experiencing the felt sense of unchanging being or feelings of well-being in your body. This is your safe haven that helps you feel secure and at ease. Welcoming the felt sense of being and well-being as spacious, open, timeless, perfect, and familiar. Unchanging, yet fresh and always present. If helpful, you can invite in people or images, a wise woman or man, a power animal, object or place in nature. Images that nourish feelings of being secure, peaceful, and at ease, and that felt sense of being and well-being throughout your body. Know that you can return to your inner resource at any time, day or night, and throughout your practice of iRest. Whenever you feel the need to feel totally secure and at ease. And begin to take deeper breaths, bringing your awareness back into the room, back into your body. Letting go of the thinking mind, And just sit here for a moment or two, resting in existence, resting in awareness, resting in being. Maybe start to wiggle your fingers and toes. You can stretch your body. And if you're lying down, when you're ready, you can curl up on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow, bending your knees, staying here for just a moment. Pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat if that feels right, or you can stay right where you are. Continuing with your eyes closed for just a few more moments. And I invite you to take this practice of nourishing your inner resource out with you throughout this week, bringing it to your awareness each day. And just that simple act of bringing it to your awareness nourishes it, helps it grow stronger, and helps it be there for you when you need it. So if you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Well, thank you so much for practicing with me today. Again, my name is Rebecca, and we'll end with Namaste. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. And my shirt, so for you veterans, Namaste, Mike Foxtrot. All right, have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.